Lancashire project off-grid. It is now fall and the harvest season is over with. These are really heavy. There we go. Our goose is now full grown. She's getting pretty big. Welcome to the show. It is that time of year. Behind me, the trees are now losing their leaves. Just a few updates for everybody. So what's been going on? Why have we been missing for 2 months? Well, the mini PC has broken. About 5 gigs worth of video storage is gone. So we lost that summer harvest video, but it's not the fall harvest. My little micro computer, pretty much 2 cores, 4 gigs of RAM, and 2 threads on that, and video processing power was at a bare minimum. The videos we were producing were at 720, rendered out at 520, which comes to you at 480p. Whatever, it's all technical, nobody cares. So what we ended up doing is we bought another micro PC. It is a Ryzen 7 5800H. That comes with a really good graphics processor. It's got 8 core, another 8 virtual core, and 16 thread, and it's an amazing processor. And hopefully these videos will be a little bit better. There won't be those pauses when I'm videotaping where I freeze in place and I'm still talking. So this one I bought it brand new was $199, and the new one we got on sale with an Amazon coupon discount was 60 bucks off at the time. I think we paid $280 for it. Well worth the money. The truck is down yet again. Not completely, the engine's running, kind of shoddy. Check engine light, low oil pressure. A couple days later, started up again. Pressure went up to 5 psi, 20, 22, 28, it's moving around. So it's got to be the oil pressure sensor. We ordered that off Amazon, came with a little adapter, specialized adapter. And our neighbor Gail took me up. We went down to Parsons and we grabbed a wobbler for the ratchet set. This morning I jumped on Howie's channel, which is the food forest permaculture. Watched him this morning. Pulls up this giant squash, sweet squash, right? Really big orb, right? Looked like an egg almost. It was huge. So I got jealous and I said, we're gonna show you our pumpkins that we got growing here. Lots of butternut squash. So what I ended up doing was I broadcasted the seeds out to that backyard and just let them go wherever they wanted, and a bunch of other seeds, everything. Just threw stuff out there. I would say that the bulk of it got eaten. We knew that would happen, and that was fine. We were just hoping that something would grow. That way it would die, decay down, and start building topsoil. So the seeds are what I had for building soil and as a cover crop, so I threw out whatever I had. So we're going to have a little bit of plant identification. I'll give you a hint, it is an herb. So let's go take a look at it. We got frost about 2 weeks ago, and it pretty much killed off all the flowers that were growing on top of the chicken coops. I can't show you those. They were gorgeous. These big blue and purple bells late in the season. They all bloomed in October and gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. And the bees were still had a food source before they went. So here's that herb I'm talking about. But I think for some of you, if I give you a look at the seed pods, maybe you'll be able to guess. Got another one over here. Can you guess what this is? Even through a cold snap, the mint is still doing strong. So behind those plants, we have a lot of these here. I told you they grew really well this year. Did completely fine. Here's a quick look at our Red Delicious apple tree. In earlier videos there was no leaf budding, but it's grown from here up, so we do have some tree growth, and I think it's going to make it. Earlier video for the summer harvest, this was all covered in cucumber and flower vines. We had pumpkins growing all along here. Right here are the last remains of the sunflowers that were growing. Those are gone. You can see all the vines left over. So we filled them up with chick manure and soil, and they just went out into that field. So there's nothing out there right now. We did do a harvest. Later on in the season, Russ is going to come out here and we're going to take the chainsaws and we're just going to clear all this out and recoup all that. And that just goes probably about 100 feet back down the hill. And that'll be our vining field for everything. So get a good look at this. And then next summer this should be all cleared out, we hope. I don't know if you can see it, but there are trees down out there. There's a lot of them. On days like this, solar production is excellent. We had to readjust the panels. They were more at a summer. They're now at a fall angle. We lifted them up as best we can with what we have. Just making do. And today will be the first time I will check the solar power production. Yesterday we made probably around 5 kilowatts, and today I'm hoping to make 7 to 8. And being a full sunny day, it's very likely that could happen today. We're going to head up to the house and we're going to check on that fall harvest. I just want to show everybody what we grew. Mind you, we gave at least a third of it away. Yeah, so there was a lot more. Gave it to all the neighbors. So south of us, you can see the camper. That's Gail. She's our closest neighbor. Up to the north, is, as you guys, some of you may know, is John. He's up there. Across from the road from us, up north, on the opposite side, is Nikki and Russ. And they're building their brains out, getting ready to dig in for the winter. This is a problem. We've got a lot of these just lying around. Tons and tons and tons and tons of acorns. If I don't get rid of them, rake them up, somehow I get rid of them, we're going to have trees everywhere on the property. And I'll show you what that looks like. This is pretty much near the corner of the house. And there's nothing but acorns everywhere. So I'm hoping the deer come by and find these. Do a little bit of cleaning up for us. You could say we had a little bit of a pumpkin harvest this year and butternut squash. Gave a third of them away to our friends that live nearby. Split somehow, but it's probably from water. We didn't pick it fast enough when it rained out. Can we grow food here? Most certainly. This is what we were hoping for. For Howie, there's my big boy. Show you. Now this isn't the biggest pumpkin we have. We had a bigger one, and my little boy, well, you know, he got to stick stabbing and that rotted out. We fed it to the animals. But that's my second biggest. This is the third one. Let us know in the comments below how you think we did this year. I think we pulled it off for not having the best of soil. Howie, my pumpkin against your squash. I don't have a scale, so I can't actually weigh this thing, but I'm pretty sure it's up there. And again, if you want to increase all this by a third, add in the cucumbers and everything, tomatoes, lettuce, basil, mint, corn. The fig tree has just lost all of its leaves. But if you look in here, this is the second fruit. This is the larger one. So I think next year these will get bigger and will get better. Spiny bushes all over the yard. I'm hoping there's some sort of blackberry. We picked up a big bale of peat moss, and I think we're going to grow in 5-gallon pails for next year. This is a way we can concentrate our nutrients and all our fertilizer and water into a smaller space. And for us, we'll be able to manage and grow a lot better. We had a lot of success with the chickens and the ducks out. We're getting inside the garden. Everything that was growing, they were just mowing them down before a lot of our stuff even got a chance to grow. Even when stuff was growing, it was doing really well. The duck got in, the chicken got in, and again, they free range out here. They eat all the bugs. And we had a tick population like you wouldn't believe here in Tennessee. So it's good to have those moving through the yard, moving through the area. It keeps the tick population down. There's a little bit too much disturbance, and that lessens the ticks. Joe from Garden State Gardener, your mini beefsteak tomatoes reminded me of cherry tomatoes for some reason. They were actually really good. They were tasty. All 3 plants produced, and we were picking those consecutively. The more we picked, the more that grew. So we enjoyed 2 months of that. The gooseberries, the blueberries, and the raspberry varieties that we have on the property, nothing happened. They stayed twigs. So we left them in the ground. I don't have a lot of faith that we'll get anything from them, but we'll see what happens next year. So maybe they've got to go through a winter snap, and then we'll get something from them. But I'm not digging them up, just leave them in there. If not, we'll just call it a loss, and we'll buy more. Next time, we'll get things that have little leaves on them. That way we know they're alive, instead of buying just the bare stems, which I don't trust ever when I go to stores. You guys haven't met Gail yet, have yous? We lost the footage on when she moved in here. It was pretty cool. But you guys will get to meet her soon. But from our property down to hers, they cut out a little bike or walking path that goes down to her trailer. Thank you guys for watching. Please hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave me a comment if you've subscribed. Thank you for all your support, and we'll hope to see you again soon. Yeah, the goat doesn't eat pumpkins. Kind of weird, right? You'd think he'd eat pumpkin. Doesn't touch them. Thought goats were supposed to eat everything. Can anyone guess why his beard's yellow? I ain't touching him. No way. Oh, I can smell you from here. For some of our the blueberry, the goose. I asked my wife if it was okay to wear a hoodie. She said, yeah, you look fine. You're actually good looking. I was like, still? Whoa. Still got it going with her. She likes it. Behind me, the trees are now losing leaves. And the videos we're producing were at low. We got low oil pressure sensor. Behind me, the trees are now losing their. Oh, I can't forget it. I got an egg in my pocket. I go to sit down. It's that wet feeling. Yeah, we enjoyed them. All three plants produced all year. All three plants produced. What do you think about the Wickshire project? Yeah, most people do. I feel you, buddy. I'm killing myself trying to make a video here. The Wickshire project.